15.7 trillion naira by the end of December 2019.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing him of committing a gross offence.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Ogun State Governor, Ibikule Amosu.
To 15.7 trillion naira by the end of December 2019.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing him of committing a gross offence.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Ogun State Governor, Ibikule Amosu.
Welcome to Celebration Television News Desk. I'm Belly Squatter and thanks for joining us today. News making the headlines: Lagos State Government to shut down Third Mainland Bridge from Friday midnight. Ghana Police shot LGBT Center in Accra. COVID-19 £290 million plan in place for NI's economic recovery. CAC says protest illegal as NLC grounds operations. And UEFA Champions League, Mendy's late strike helps Real Madrid beat 10-man Atalanta. Stay with us as the details of the news come after the short timeout. And now the news in details. Lagos State Government to shut down Third Mainland Bridge from Friday midnight. The Lagos State Government has announced that there would be total closure of the Third Mainland Bridge from midnight on Friday to midnight on Saturday. The Commissioner for Transportation, Dr. Frederick Oladinde, who made this known in a statement issued in Lagos on Wednesday, said the bridge would be closed for 24 hours. Oladinde said the closure would enable contractors move the equipment used during the rehabilitation process of the bridge completely to allow both Warren Shoki and Adeniji bound lanes open fully to traffic. And he said the closure was necessary having completed the replacement of the 12 expansion joints and to demobilize the superstructure of the bridge. And the commissioner therefore advised motorists from Ogudu, Alapere and Gbagada to use Ikorodu Road, Jibowu and Yaba as alternative routes. And Oladinde assured that traffic management personnel would be deployed along with the affected routes to minimize and address any traffic impediments during the closure. He commended the people of Lagos for their cooperation during the prolonged repair work on the bridge, assuring that it was now safe for use by all and sundry. And in another development, reps urge federal government to lift embargo on employment into civil service. The House of Representatives has urged the federal government to lift the embargo on employment into federal ministries, departments and agencies. This followed the adoption of a motion by Reps Sani Bala on the floor of the House on Wednesday in Abuja. Bala in his motion said President Muhammadu Buhari had in October 2019, while presenting the 2020 budget, announced an embargo on recruitment in government ministries, departments and agencies. He said that the president had also maintained the federal government's stand on the embargo due to the devastating effect of the COVID-19 pandemic and the fall in global oil prices. The lawmaker said that in an attempt to address the adverse effect of COVID-19, the federal government instituted stimulus packages of 65 billion naira to assist a coalition of private sector operations. He said that 50 billion naira survival funds were given to micro, small and medium enterprises, and 15 billion naira guaranteed uptake scheme to save 500,000 jobs, among other interventions. And the House also urged the organized private sector to fill existing vacancies in order to reduce the rate of unemployment in the country. And the House said this was a sequel to interventions the private sector might have enjoined from the federal government and other development partners. And also moving forward, Uzodinma loans Buhari over Nigeria's exit from recession. Governor Hope Uzodinma of Imo State has commended President Muhammadu Buhari's debt management of the economy, which resulted to the country's exit from recession, just as he predicted that the president will soon overcome the security challenges in the country. And he said only a leader with a patriotism, vision and determination of President Buhari would have seen Nigeria through recession within 5 years, adding that the same zeal and vision will navigate the country out of the present security situation in the country. And speaking with reporters in ENQUIRY, Governor Uzodinma noted that it was remarkable that the president was not responsible for any of the recession, yet he fought gallantly to steer the economy to safety. And he also recalled that while notable world economies, including the United Kingdom, the USA, Japan, France and Switzerland, amongst others, were still battling with the COVID-19 induced recession, Nigeria was out of it mainly to Buhari's hard work. On the security challenges in the country, the governor noted that both state governors and local government chairmen should equally take responsibility for the security situation in the areas of jurisdiction, noting that security was the collective responsibility of all stakeholders. He argued that the same tenacity from the president, which propelled the country's exit from recession, would soon bring a long-lasting solution to the security challenges in the country. And now on news coming from around Africa, Ghana police shot LGBT center in Accra. Ghanaian police have shot an LGBT resource center that was recently opened in the capital, Accra, following a public outcry. And right groups including National Coalition for Proper Human Sexual Rights and Family Values and the Ghana Catholic Bishops' Conference have been calling on the government to close the center. And the center was opened with a fundraiser attended by a number of European Union and foreign diplomats. And photos of the opening were widely circulated, eliciting mixed reaction. And Ghana is one of the 32 countries in Africa that still criminalize same-sex relations, according to the latest report by International Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual and Trans and Intersex Association. And still coming from around Africa, Moderna to test COVID shot for South African strain. The United States company that produces the Moderna COVID-19 vaccine says it's ready to test a booster shot to target a variant of the virus first discovered in South Africa. An early study showed that its original vaccine, which is approved in the United States of America and the European Union, is less protective against this strain, which has now been detected in at least 40 countries. And the company says it's ready to do human trials with several different strategies to see what gives more protection, an additional booster to the original vaccine, combining the booster with the original, or giving two separate vaccine separate variant-specific vaccine. And the Moderna says the new trial will also monitor the immune responses of people already vaccinated and those receiving their first dose of the vaccine. We'll go on a short break right now. When we come back, we get more updates from the United Kingdom.
A strong wind from the throne of grace is about to hit Onitsha, Anambra State.
To begin our Eastern invasion for the year 2021, we will be coming to Anambra State. Precisely, we will be in Onitsha.
An uncommon shift.
Power! Power! Spirit of God! Shada! 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 Shada!
A mighty wave of glory.
I'm seeing a car. I'm seeing a color blue. I want to cancel accidents. I saw a trailer climbing a small car. Nobody survived. I'm only seeing the car number. I saw something like 541. 541. Is that your car number? SK.
Join me and the host of angels as we'll come for 2 meetings that will revolutionize your life and give your life a meaning.
Generational Impact 2021, Arthur Mega Fire Ministries Auditorium, City of Wonder, on Paul Umoji Road, opposite Inland Doors, Onitsha, Anambra State, Nigeria. For inquiries, call +234 807 368 8511. Praise be to
Let the world receive the emergence of a generation full of fire.
In continuation for our northern invasion, I'm coming to Niger State. I'm coming to the city of Mina.
An unquenchable thirst for souls winning. Generational Impact 2021, Mina, Niger State, with Apostle Johnson Suleiman.
Are you seeking body? Are you seeking mind? Are you seeking marriage? Are you seeking finances? Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life.
Peace.
Yes, my father.
Your name is Peace.
Yes, my father.
Otogu. Peace. How many? How many?
1.
Date 1st and 2nd March 2021, 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. daily. Happening at Trade Fair Complex, Mina Paiko Road, Sango, Mina, Niger State, Nigeria.
Be my guest in Jesus' name.
Welcome back. Now, the news updates from the United Kingdom. COVID-19, £290 million plan in place for Northern Ireland's economic recovery. A £290 million plan to help the Northern Ireland economy recover from the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic has been unveiled. The 29-page document is wide-ranging from 4 key areas. They are skills, research and development, green recovery and investment, trade and exports. The labor market has been hugely affected by COVID, which is why the document states that there is more and there must be a skilled worker needed to meet changing demands. An economic minister, Diane Dodds, says that the Northern Ireland moves slowly back to normality and all the effects should be put into restarting, repairing and rebuilding the economy. And the plans includes ideas like amending the age criteria for apprenticeship so that more people can apply, as well as increase the maximum number of students in Northern Ireland by 5% over the next 3 years. And CBI-NI Director Angela McGowan says that businesses want to upskill and reskill workers, that they want to be more productive and they want to sell into other markets, as this is the ticket to do it. And now more updates from the United Kingdom still. Historic Edinburgh Street to get European Boulevard feel. Cars are said to be banned from George Street in Edinburgh as part of transformation plans to open up space for pedestrians, bikes and outdoor seating areas. And the historic street will be given a European Boulevard feel to better accentuate the surrounding A-listed buildings. And bus stops will be located at either ends of the city center streets. Car parkings will remain for blue badge holders and shop loading access. And the plans form part of City of Edinburgh's Council 10 years transformation project, which will see the city centre become largely car-free by 2030. And projects under the Edinburgh City Centre transformation include the Meadows to George Street and the City Centre West to East Link schemes, which will transform walking and cycling routes and other connections across the city centre. And these schemes also support the City Mobility Plan, a 10-year strategy to overhaul transport and mobility in the capital to deliver a sustainable, net-zero carbon and inclusive future. And the design team for the new plans for the George Street has included Tetra Tech and the LDA Landscape Design. And further consultations is to take place over the next month. The outcome which will inform a final design proposal to go before the Council's Transport and Environment Committee in April, with construction set to start in the summer. And now moving forward on business news, CAC says protests illegal as NLC grounds operations. The Nigerian Labour Congress on Wednesday grounded the operations of the Corporate Affairs Commission as hundreds of workers staged a protest at the CAC headquarters in Abuja. And members of the organized labor union says that protest was to kick against the anti-workers policy of the management of the CAC. And they allege that the Registrar General of the Commission, Garba Abubakar, has resolved to punish some employees of the agency for not supporting in its anti-workers policy. Speaking on behalf of the workers during the protest in Abuja, the president of the NLC, Ayuba Waba, claimed that the management of the CAC used about 396 million naira to build a car park and carry out functions without proper accountability. And he further alleged that the CAC boss has forcefully transferred married female workers out of Abuja at the detriment of their various families. And the NLC president, Ayuba Waba, said the protest would linger for 3 days until the CAC boss speaks on the allegations against the commission's management. And still on business news, Nigeria's revenue prospects brighten as oil hits $67. The international oil benchmark, Brent crude, rose further on Wednesday to $67 per barrel compared to Nigeria's budget benchmark of $40 per barrel. And for Nigeria, which relies on crude oil for about 50% of government revenues and over 90% of export earnings, rising oil price means increased revenue. On the other hand, the rising oil price also translates to increased cost of petroleum products, as the country depends heavily on imports due to a lack of domestic refining. Brent crude, against which Nigeria's oil is priced, rose by $1.77 to $67.14 per barrel as of 8:52 p.m. Nigerian time on Wednesday, trading more than $27 higher than the federal government's benchmark for 2021 budget. The 2021 budget, which was signed by President Muhammadu Buhari on December 31st, was based on an oil price benchmark of $40 per barrel and a production level of 1.86 million barrels per day. And according to the budget, 30% of projected revenue is to come from oil-related sources, while 70% is to be earned from non-oil sources. We'll go on another short break right now. When we come back, we get news from the world of sports. Stay with us.
Let the world receive the emergence of a generation full of fire.
In continuation for our northern invasion, I'm coming to Niger State. I'm coming to the city of Mina.
An unquenchable thirst for soul winning. Generational Impact 2021, Mina, Niger State, with Apostle Johnson Suleiman.
Are you seeking body? Are you seeking mind? Are you seeking marriage? Are you seeking finances? Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life.
Peace.
Yes, my
Your name is Peace.
Yes, my father.
Ojogu, Peace. How many? How many?
Date 1st and 2nd March 2021, 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. daily. Happening at Trade Fair Complex, Mina Paiko Road, Sango, Mina, Niger State, Nigeria.
Be my guest in Jesus' name.
Welcome back now on sports news. UCL, UEFA Champions League, Mendy's late strike helps Real Madrid beat 10-man Atalanta. Ferland Mendy scored late as Real Madrid beat 10-man Atalanta 1-0 on Wednesday to close in on the Champions League quarterfinals. And the French left-back strike in Bergamo came 4 minutes from time in a last 16 first leg game, which the host played a man down for over 70 minutes as Zinedine Zidane's side hold the advantage heading into a second leg in Madrid on March 16. Gianpiero Gasperini's woes continue with forward Duvan Zapata limping off after half an hour with a muscular problem, with midfielder Mario Pasalic coming off the bench, and Spanish midfielder Isco got a rare start up from injury. Hits Real Madrid playing alongside Marco Asensio and Vinicius. And the 13-time European champions were without a striker, Karim Benzema, due to an ankle problem, with an injury list also including Sergio Ramos, Eden Hazard and Dani Carvajal. But Zidane's side failed to make the most of the extra man despite coming closest to breaking through in the first half with a Casemiro header, with Nacho, Isco and Vinicius Jr. also threatening, and Luka Modric sending over the goal. And Atalanta's goalkeeper Pierluigi Collina kept the host in a game, keeping out on Casemiro's header on a free kick before the halftime whistle. And Modric sent wide off the post after the break and sent through for Vinicius, but was headed away by the Brazilian. And the Real Madrid have the advantage going into the second leg, having missed out on the quarterfinals for the last 2 seasons. And lastly, on the news desk, in another sports news, Champions League, Manchester City beats Gladbach 2-0. Premier League leaders Manchester City closed in on the Champions League quarterfinals after cruising past Borussia Mönchengladbach with a comfortable 2-0 win on Wednesday's Champions League last 16 first leg tie in Budapest. A first half header from Bernardo Silva and Gabriel Jesus strike in the second extended a winning streak by Pep Guardiola's high-flying side to 19 games in all competitions. And with 6 changes from the side which started Sunday's win over Arsenal, City camped inside the Gladbach half for most of the game, moving to Hungary due to Germany's COVID-19 travel restrictions. And debutants in the Champions League knockout stage, Nervi Gladbach have been urged to by the coach Marco Rose to be brave against Guardiola's side. And although France Alassane Pléa was almost through on goal on the 20th minute after a rare comeback, deep-lying Gladbach succumbed again to mounting pressure in the 29th minute. A sublime inch-perfect cross by the Portuguese defender João Cancelo cut over the defense from the left to reach his counterpart Silva, who flicked a close-range header past Jan Sommer. The 26-year-old Cancelo, impressive throughout, nearly doubled the lead 5 minutes from the break, but he shot from just outside the box, pinched over the bar. And another majestic crossfield pass by Cancelo again found Silva, who this time headed back across the goal mouth for Jesus to fire home and seal City's 19th successive victory. And the loss is in the Puskas Arena leaves Gladbach, who managed just one shot on target throughout the game, needing a near miracle in the return leg scheduled for March 16 in Manchester. And that's the size of the news for us today on Celebration Television News Desk. However, if you're just joining us, here is a recap of the news making the headlines. Lagos State government to shut down 3rd Mainland Bridge from Friday midnight. Ghana police shot LGBT center in Accra. COVID-19, £290 million plan in place for Northern Ireland's economic recovery. CAC says protests illegal as the NLC grounds operations. And on sports, UEFA Champions League, Mendy's late strike helps Real Madrid to beat 10-man Atalanta. Now on the photo of the day today, we see this picture with 2 hands coming from both sides, and we have to say that service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. I'll say that again. Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. Now we must understand that wherever we are or whatever we do is not only about living a good life, but making other people happy. Make sure that at the end of every day, you are sure that you have put a smile on the face of someone by what you do. So tell us your thoughts also on Celebration TV on our social media platforms. On Facebook, we are Celebration TV. On Instagram, we are My Celebration TV. On Twitter, it's at My Celebration TV. And on YouTube, it is Celebration TV. Your positive contribution to the wellness of the society you find yourself in or the organization you work in defines your leadership might. As an individual who knows what to do and do without expecting to be pushed has backed his ways to success. Be it known today that everything we do, think, feel and believe either have a positive or negative effect on humanity and our national well-being. So be a part of nation building today. Thanks for watching the news on Celebration Television News Desk. I am Belly Squatter. Have a nice day.
To 15.7 trillion naira by the end of December 2019.
Senior Democrats have responded by accusing AIM of committing a gross offence.
The All Progressives Congress has vowed to punish the Ogun State Governor, Ibikunle Amosun.